Hello, it's Harnas here, and welcome back to Dreadnought Nautical Domination. So I'm returning after the break when my PC actually broke, and it was yet another processor, if you believe it or not. So I got the replacement today, and therefore I will try to catch up and record a couple of battles. So here on the left we have HMS Erin by another chap. So this is one of the entries that not only look flawless, but also have very deadly repair capabilities. So as you can see, the repair budget is pretty high. So you better bring some good firepower to actually sink the thing. And on the other side, we've got, where's the other side? Here's the other side. On the other side, we have SMS Konig 1916 by Ferrum 4. So overall, very similarly shaped designs. And Konig is a master of everything. I think it's got a perfect armor with healing abilities, but not as great as Erin has. Some vicious guns and a very good attack pattern, which makes it quite dodgy. But yes, without any further ado, let me start the battle. And here we go. Looks like Konig has shot first, and the return salvo is coming back from Erin. And Erin managed to clip the Konig a bit. Superficial damage, quickly repaired. And now the Konig returned the favor and also clipped the Erin a little bit, but not that much. And both ships have torpedoes on board. So I have changed the scenery a little bit. The previous battle was a little bit too gloomy and foggy. So I wanted it to be slightly brighter, but with some extra cloud features. I hope it looks nicely. And okay, we have the rear, the stern penetrated a bit for the Konig. But nothing too serious, everything repaired. Some very good salvos delivered by Erin. But nothing critical, no guns have been popped, nothing like that. Erin, it just looked like it stopped for a moment. Not sure what was the issue. Maybe it just got rocked back a bit. We've got some good shots landing. And do we have like a some kind of armament destruction? No, it doesn't seem to be the case. And Konig is approaching in a very characteristic fashion. It likes to taunt, it likes to chase off its opponent, and it seems it managed to do that. Erin responded in trying to fall back to open the broadside, but by doing so the front guns are not able to shoot back. So I'm not sure if this is conscious tactics from Ferrum, but it seems to be working really well. And there you go, those raking shots. It's now very easy to actually land something on Erin. The shots won't fall long or short. It's easy to shot. I think that there was a little bit of friendly fire, just one shell clipped, but nothing serious. Okay. But overall, it seems like Erin is losing the artillery duel so far. It is behind, and it seems like its repairing capability pool, repairing capabilities, or the resource pool it's drawing from, is actually decreasing faster. So I think we should see Konig back to normal very, very soon. Looks like Konig got a little bit of disqualification time. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Might be speed potentially. You know, I have been trying to restore the pre-patch speeds for the boat, so I added like 11% of thrust to the props. So this might, in some very, very edge cases, create this kind of issue. But yeah, I think that we can. Let's try to ignore that warning. Let's have a look what's happening next. But I think that this was just a fluke. All right, and looks like now Konig is almost out of materials. It should finish the repairs in a moment, and yes, it brought itself back to 99%. And Erin, it's got still that 14k material left for repairs. It is being pressured. Some of the weapons are being clipped or are disabled, but nevertheless, it's got that repair margin still. So let's see how the health pools are going to change right now. Okay, we have another salvo landing, partially landing actually. Four minutes have passed, and we are yet to see the participants to drop below 90%. Yeah, the repairs have been quite strong in this tournament. Okay, yet another salvo being shot at the stern of Erin. Blocks are definitely falling down. It looks, yes, this is partially a cram stack. And yeah, some more cram parts. So looks like this rear turret is not going to shoot, for sure not. It has been really forcibly demolished. Another shots are falling down on Erin and block confetti. And yeah, Erin is in this strange position. I think it actually doesn't move anymore, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, looks like maybe engine damage, because it doesn't really move forward. Now it started. Was it some kind of I'm not sure. Maybe this is just a recoil. I think so. Let's try to make a closer inspection, but yeah, it was quite difficult to see. No, the props are not moving. So yeah, looks like Erin is stuck in this position. It's quite uncomfortable. It's got what it's left of this gun, which cannot really fire effectively, I think. It still have the torpedoes, so at least he can put a little bit of pressure on Konig, but let's be frank, cramps are the main primary weapons. Another sabo is landing, and okay, just like that, without the repairs, 76%. Konig is still at 92, but those torps are definitely putting some pressure on it. I think that the outer shell is not that thick in places, and the protection is mainly centered around the key components, especially the guns. And the guns, yeah, they are partially battered. I would say 60-something% still online and functioning, maybe more. But it's still moving, it's still mobile, which is quite critical. Can evade some extra shots, but not torps, of course. They are just too easy to hit, too easy to land. But yeah, it's doing its job and still staying above 90%. And looks like Erin just dropped below 70%, and let's have a closer look. Maybe, I'm not sure if it's actually shooting back. I think it still should have the torpedoes. Okay, so the torpedoes are still there, so we cannot call it yet. We cannot call it yet. It's still able to do some damage, and you never know. Maybe a stray torpedo is going to do an AI death kind of thing. It's, it is a theoretical possibility, very unlikely, but it can still happen. It would be interesting to see if actually Konig would be able to bring Erin down, and I'm not sure what's going on. Let me just quickly check. Yep, okay, no ammo, and here 2k ammo. So alright, it looks like we got into some kind of a stalemate here. So actually Erin can still shoot back with its, I think, 2 remaining torpedo tubes, but Konig ran out of ammo. So it might be because some of the ammo stores were not really that well protected. So it's possible that some of those stores have been actually lost due to fire. Or maybe it didn't anticipate such a difficult target as Erin and didn't pack enough ammo. So here we go. It's going to go to the full length just to see the results. So 10 more seconds. And yeah, there it is. The round is up. So quite decisive, very decisive, I would say. Victory by Konig. So let me reset and go for round number 2. Okay, round number 2 starts. Here we go. The round number 2 is away. Initial salvos. Looks like Erin was actually hit and instantly repaired. Another ship is returning the favor also. Sorry, I just almost ran out of space on my disk, so I had to just clean up the old raw recordings just to make some space so this recording won't be stopped. But then we are back to the duel, and yeah, still both ships are quite high with their health pools, but Erin is slightly falling behind. I think this salvo is going to connect quite well. Let's see maybe the battle from the Konig's perspective a little bit. We have been concentrating mainly on Erin in the last battle. Okay, some nice salvo. Okay, but it just connected to the bow, so no major damage, I think. Erin is shooting, and yeah, this you know, bow on dodgy behavior is really paying off. Being a smaller target can really save you from getting shot, and this really accumulates over time. And yes, that was quite a large chunk of health just removed by the Konig. Konig is a little bit bow in, but now changing the approach angle. It costed a little bit of DPM from that rear turrets. They couldn't shoot for a moment, but they should be brought to bear and deliver the well-crammed salvo, and this is partially connected. Okay, some shots, yes, it was quite a low blow, and oof, the number of blocks fell off this front gun, and I think this is gone. Another vicious hit. Okay, superstructure element have been removed, and this turret is also on its last legs. Some favored torpedo pressure. This guaranteed torpedo damage, it seems to be quite useful. It doesn't do much, but it does remove those blocks, and it's almost guaranteed to hit. On the flip side, the ammo production costs something, so you have to pay. You have to pay for that torpedoes. Crams are cheaper per damage dealt. So, looks like Erin was actually brought below 90% now. Some grazing hits. And okay, looks like Erin had some slight stability issues, but I think this was rectified right now, so not a huge problem anymore. Okay, some good hits delivered, and I think, yeah, I think maybe Konig is sometimes going past the limit, the speed limit, but just slightly. So yeah, let's blame me for tweaking that thrust. Theoretically, it should be slightly below the old values, but you know, you never know how this works. Okay, stream of torpedoes actually landed here, followed by some cram shots. So again, propulsion have been knocked out. I think that this might be the engine. I'm not sure. Let me check the fuel actually. No, it's the fuel. So maybe the fuel containers have actually been destroyed. That is a possibility. So, 10% points difference between those two ships. The gap is now quite significant, and although Erin has still that 9k, over 9k of repair materials, I don't think that this matters too much. I think Konig is just dealing way too much damage, and the damage source, I mean the turrets, is still there. We've got, yeah, 4 turrets are basically intact, and this rear one, I think it still can shoot. I'm not sure. Yes, it still can shoot. Looks like there's a mimic that is covering partially the face of the turret, so you cannot see the barrels, but they actually can fire still. And the nuke cramps are made like that you don't lose that speed really. So short barrel, long barrel, doesn't matter. It will fly at that velocity that you set it to. The only thing that you are losing with barrel scat is the accuracy. Another salvo. Okay, near those rear turrets. And yes, indeed, the cram confetti is real. Another torpedo landing. Another salvo. Yeah, Konig is now really relentless. And even those torps, they did quite a good chunk of damage here. If a torpedo can just swim inside of the ship that was already damaged previously, this means that HE detonation can really deliver its full potential. Right, let's see the state of armament on the Erin side. It seems that there are no working guns anymore, just like in the previous round, and there are still some torpedoes shooting. I think. Yeah, definitely there's at least one torpedo tube that can shoot, and yeah, this is a high disproportion of armament right now. Oh, we can see the size comparison. I think both ships are very, very similar in size and shape actually. I think that, I'm not sure, but I think that both ships have been present on the opposite sides during the Battle of Jutland. For sure, Erin. Konig, I forgot to check. I think it was. The shape of the bow. I think this version could have been present during this World War I famous naval battle. And again, Konig is sitting still above 90%. And Erin is approaching 70%. Looks like Konig is really trying to knock its opponent down, but there is so little time. The repairs have been so fierce on Erin that the actual damage that sticked couldn't be re-delivered during longer periods of time. So we've got only 40 seconds left. So this is going to be a full-length battle. And again, Konig out of ammo. Let's have a quick check. Yes, no more ammo, no more shots are going to be fired. So it's only the torpedo action from Erin that can deal any damage in this round. Let's have a top-down view on these two beautiful creations. And there it is, time. So thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I forgot to say, so Erin of course lost the match, so it's going to be transferred to the secondary bracket, and Konig of course stays with us and is going to be facing, I think, my ship, I believe, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's in the same path. So thank you very much for watching and see you in the next episode.